for the whole,
Yo, what's up,
I
y'all?
think,
So listen,
what,
the
7
global
or 8
live stream
hours of the
is
SLC.
finished.
So
Now let's just say that shit is
huge prop
finished.
to him, and be
So
sure to
look,
check out Sohoven's
we got
channel and
we
support
got
him
some good
and the
we got
many
some
other
good
amazing
shits, right?
content.
So they gave
Beautiful
us
skills, I have to say. She is a dancer.
advancements and all that stuff. So let's go and see what those are.
lands,
We're just
it
gonna go
inflicts
to the important shit. So boom, her skill 1, Shaheen. I guess they forgot the Cha. So I was like, he in whatever. Cha attacks by leaping into the air, slashing nearby enemies, and then striking down powerfully with her massively heavenly sword. Yo, Mo, if there's another code, let me know. I'll fast forward. And then she inflicts a percentage of the user's defense. So we all know she's defense skill. They already been answered that. Deals water elemental damage. When this skill hits, inflicts airborne. Then when it hits, inflicts knockdown. Okay. Skill 2, after slicing the enemies in her sword princess zone with blinding speed, Child commands in all her heavenly swords to strike down Gilgamesh, simultaneously delivering a powerful attack. Inflict a percentage of defense. Inflict percentage of the user defense. Deals water elemental damage. When a final hit lands, it inflicts an airborne effect. The user gains super armor while using the skill. When the skill hits, it activates unrecoverable effect on the target. Unrecoverable targets are unable to recover HP for several seconds. Once again, Child's the only unit in the game that has that buff. Again, so her ultimate, a sword made of pure light cuts through the sky as Char charges through the enemy's line with her divine sword, carving through everything in her path. Inflicts a percentage of user's defense, deals water elemental damage. When a final hit lands, it inflicts knockdown on knockdown effect on the character. And we got another code. So the next code is, hold on. Boom. So this is the other code. This the best code, right? This the best code that they had in the anniversary. So let me write that down. Happy Channiversary. Really, niggas? Happy Channiversary. Alright, boom. So the first code is right over. Since we're talking about code, let's just do the first one. The first one is, you know what? Hold on. I did something smart this time. The first code is right here, chat. If y'all want the first code, let's go to screenshots. I'm sorry, my brain just fucking froze. I just had a brain freeze. And this is the code, right? Never mind. I don't think I took a. I thought I did. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't take a screenshot of it. All right, hold on. I got y'all. The first code is Year of the Hunter. It's Year of the Hunter, all capitals. But here, I'll get you. I'll get y'all. It's hold on. Let me screenshot this since I know I didn't do that shit over there. So boom, show boom. Well, this don't what we really need. We got everything else. All right. So boom, the first code is right. I just seen it right here. All right, so boom, Year of the Hunter. You get 1K Essence Stone. That's the first code. And not like I said, the Korean niggas had the best code, but it's cool. So that's that. So then they gave. Oh, now hold on. We're still talking about child. Let's go to our advancements, right? So at A, basic attack, swings swiftly, deals water elemental damage that scales with the user defense. Support skill, victory strike. Char's attacks by Char Cha attacks by spinning quickly, slashing nearby enemies, then striking down powerfully with her massive heavenly swords. When this skill hits, it inflicts airborne and unrecoverable effects on the target. When the final hit lands, it inflicts knockdown effect. Using this skill activates the Sword Princess Oath effect. Unrecoverable. Targets are unable to recover HP for several seconds. Princess of Oath increases increased damage and water elemental damage for several seconds. And the core attack is Sword Princess's Dance. Cha controls the heavenly sword, slashing at the enemies without mercy. Deals incoming water elemental damage that strikes with the user's defense. When the final hit lands, it inflicts airborne. QTE, Sword of Judgment. She summons a massive heavenly sword from the sky, delivering a powerful strike. When this skill hits, it inflicts knockdown effect. Using this skill activates Sword Princess's Oath. And Sword Princess's Oath increases the damage and water elemental for a couple of seconds. Alright. So now let's see. Do they mention her advancements at all? I don't think so. Okay, boom, here it is. Alright, so her passive. When sword princes dance or heavenly strike hits, they activate heavenly swords and charge will of the sword. Heavenly sword. This counts as a basic skill when and deals water damage based on the user's defense for every summoned heavenly sword. That's kind of crazy. Every single one. The number of heavenly swords can be summoned increases based on the will of sword gauge level. Will of so that's that little sword gauge in the middle. Okay, cool. Will of Sword increases the user defense percentage for every Will of Sword level applied. Increases crit rate, crit damage by a percentage for several seconds, and is stackable. Sword Storm. This is her A1, right? So her A1 Sword Storm changes the quick time Sword Storm, increasing damage by percent. Enhances the will of the sword effect. When the user uses Heavenly Strike, it activates Blade Master effect. And Blade Master effect is the user's core attack changes to Dance of the Shadow Blades. When Dance of the Shadow Blade is used, the user does not consume their core gauge and gain super armor for 7 armor. So you could just spam the fuck out of your core attacks with that. Okay, so her A2. When Heavenly Strike hits, it activates Unrecoverable effect. When Sword of Destiny hits, it activates the Paralyze effect. 3. When the will of the sword gauge recharges to 100%, it activates Sword Resolve effect and what the Sword Resolve is, Heavenly Strike changes to Heavy Attack, Heavenly Strike, increases the damage by a percentage, removes all will of the sword effect when the duration ends. Her A4 Pure Sword Princess Shaheen's critical hit rate, critical damage increases by a percentage for each water. Oh, that's pretty good. For each water on the team. I'm guessing this is about 15% like all the other regular shit that increase by every per on the team. Look at the form after they put the best moves. I bet I got you, Mo. Wait, are you looking at it now? Or are you telling me that why? Answer in the chat. Okay, so I'm guessing this is gonna be for 15% for each party member. Okay, enhances the will of the sword effect. When the user enters the stage, it activates pure princess effect. I guess they're starting to do this a lot. They did it with Goto, they did it with Sorin, I think, and now they're doing it with Cha. Maybe every hunter going forward, they're gonna have that when they enter the stage thing. So her A5 is when she enters the stage, it activates pure sword princess. And the pure sword princess increases damage of sword of destiny, heavenly sword strike by a percentage. Let's see. Is she A5 required or can we stop at A3? That's my question. I think you can stop at A4. I think A4 would be the sweet spot, but if you get to A4, you might as well get that extra 5. But that A5 it could cost anywhere from 80 tickets to 160 tickets. So, you feel me? But on the weapon, let's go for the weapon. So what the weapon does is it increases the user defense by a percentage. When the Will of Sword effect is activated, it triggers an effect that increases the user defense even more and is stackable. Alright, cool. Alright, we did. Alright, so now for the weapon. This weapon actually sounds amazing, chat, and it's a free-to-play weapon. So make sure y'all all get this bitch to A5 if y'all can. Alright, so the passive. When a user's core attack hits, it grants the wish effect. The wish effect increases damage dealt by a percentage when Wind Tree Song, from now on I'm just gonna say WTS, hits, it removes the wish. The WTS is the ultimate skill of the weapon. Alright, so at A1, when entering the stage, it recharges their core gauge by 100%. So as soon as you enter the stage, boom, you got your core gauge at A1. When WTS hits, it grants detached effect on the user. Detached. When a user's core attack hits, it resets the cooldown of WTS and removes the detached effect. But you could just cycle that shit back and forth because when you use the wish, it goes right back. So now it enhances the wish effect. Added effect. When WTS hits, there's a 100% chance to activate the core attack. Increases and A2 increases the user's wind damage by a percentage. I'm gonna just assume that's 10%. A3, the user's core attack damage. The user's core attack deals damage equal to a percentage of their attack to the first target. Enhances the wish effect again. So now the added effect, when WTS hits, it activates root dispersion effect, which deals additional damage equal to a percentage of the user's attack across a wide range. Now A4, WTS cooldown decreases by I'm gonna say 30% because every other weapon cooldown is 30%. And A5, increasing WTS damage by a percentage and increases the damage of root dispersion. So this weapon is going to be amazing. So, like I said, when you use the core attack, you get the wish effect, but the wish effect goes away when you use the ultimate. But with this, when this when WTS hits a grants detach effect, detach when a core attack hits, it resets the cooldown of WTS and removes the thing. Wish effects. How do you? All right, so look, so this active. So when you get it to A1, you're already recycling it. So you do the core attack, then you do your ultimate. Now now the wish effect is gone. But because of that, when your core attack, but now because of that, you grant that detached effect. When that happens, when the core attack hits, it resets the cooldown of the WTS. And how do we get the wish? By using the core attack. So it cycles into each other. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right. So next, let's see. I don't think there's really anything else that they put that's really like hella important. Like we noticed the break gauges are being changed. They're adding more gold and all that other stuff. Abyssal fragment are being added to the reward pool. That's amazing. Now you're gonna be able to multiplayer simulation gates. This is the events we already talked about that shit. The snake bullshit. The new outfit that's coming for free. I guess not really my cup of tea. And then they have gameplay for the new boss and the new shit. I'm gonna save that video. I'm gonna save the gameplay for another video because that's a video all of in it itself, and I don't want to drag this out any longer than it really needs to be. So with that being said, matter of fact, fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. It don't even take that long because this nigga cooks. I'm not even gonna lie, this nigga really cooks. So let's see. This is actually no. I'm only gonna show y'all the Yogamon fight. I'm only gonna show y'all the Yogamon fight. Everything else is kind of irrelevant. So let's just see the Yogamon fight. Oh, here we go. Let me disconnect this shit, bro. I'm only gonna show you the Yogamon fight. I think this is with the hunters. So it was back here. So I could show you the gimmicks and all that shit. I bet. So let's go.
3RZ0N3.
So he's using the free wind weapon with the sword.
Thomas.
I appreciate Caleb who said, "Time to showcase Yogurt, the monarch of dairy."
Yeah.
Let's go
That's
ahead.
about what I'm gonna make him.
Let's go ahead and turn this monarch of dairy into Swiss cheese.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, where'd he go? Right there.
Right
He
there.
thought he could trick me. Nope.
Absolutely not.
Yep. Gotta get that break in there, have a good time with it. Break his heart like I'm about to break his body.
Every single bone in his body.
Yeah, body.
Break his spirit.
So that I guess that was the ultimate for the bow.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And that's the car attack right there that we just seen. That right there.
Wild.
See that little area of
Honestly,
effect?
I get it. Because you've never seen it before. I've never struggled a day in my life.
It
And then
would
once you
be a
get
rare
this nigga
occurrence
low
for
enough,
you, Thomas Andre.
He grabs your ass and
Correct.
pushes into a domain expansion.
All right,
So
gotta
you
get out of the
dodge
black hole.
cubes and work
As
and make
normal.
your
I
way
mean,
to
I
the
love the
portal.
look of this because I never get hit by it.
This is regular shit. I think the grab is right here. Yep. So boom,
The hand.
go over here type shit, and then you get in that bitch. It looks
Guys,
like
what
he
happened?
also gains health from that, unless that was Jin.
Ooh.
So you gotta dodge the cubes, and you just gotta make your way to the portal.
I think I'm in trouble.
You might be. You might be.
I don't know why
Or-
he just tried to go into the corner. And
maybe
get
I
clipped
am.
right there,
Yeah.
but yeah, you just.
I thought I
But yeah,
could get out of there,
just
but
stay
that's
in the middle,
alright.
Chad. Just stay in the middle. That's easy as fuck.
I am
Just stay
strong
in the
after
middle,
all,
you're free,
and
you're
to
free down
goat.
there.
Prism Thomas versus Yogurt Man. Agreed.
That's the Stonebringer. That's the shit.
Sorry if I'm not talking as much, guys. I gotta focus.
That's the bull skill.
Absolutely.
That's the bull's
Get in the
ultimate skill.
zone.
There's the car
Don't
attack.
let me get in my zone.
The sword princess zone.
I'm feeling great.
Yep. Like, even though you messed up that one stage, you're still gonna win.
Shh, I didn't mess up.
Yep.
I'm feeling great.
Yep. Like, even though you that one stage, you're miss.
Gonna sweat a little bit.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Your whole
This
muscle
another
shirt, I'm
new,
sure, has nothing to
mechanic.
do
You
with
gotta
that.
break that shit
Alright.
or destroy that shit.
You're not gonna spit.
And then now
Maybe.
he's some of these
I mean,
dickheads,
that
but
might
then
be
he
up to
also goes
everybody
into
else.
a break state that you gotta break him. So you gotta make sure
Alright.
you have your break
Gotta make
set
sure I
up. It looks
break
like
him
it
here.
happens like around maybe
Got
10
it.
to 8% HP left.
And is this it?
But yeah, and now he gets clapped.
Yup. Yup.
So yeah, it seems
Yup.
pretty simple,
Yup.
it's pretty
Yeah.
self-explanatory. So the same, let's do the one with the hunters.
You can get that one stage.
Boom.
We
So you
can
can
skip
see
it.
how
We saw it before.
Cha works
He's nothing
better.
special. Yeah.
Let's see if you can get that one stage this time. I don't know. Maybe with that core, you're going to be able
Hey,
to skip it.
potentially. You did dodge my ability there. That's not good. It'll take just a little bit longer to break, but not too long.
We apologize for any audio lag dealt with the stream. Please enjoy the gameplay if you can't hear us.
That's true. That's what they're here for. Thomas Andre. All right, ready?
Thomas Andre is the only reason that I'm sure that all of you are here. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Core,
100%.
core. Yep, he couldn't handle it. He had to throw it away.
Yeah, so you see that little sword gauge right here. When that's filled, she has like
Yeah, he couldn't handle it.
For
He had to throw it
however
away.
long second, she has an infinite amount of core attacks.
Stream evasion. Get that ult in.
It's kind of like the code that you get from Simulation Gate, where if you do when you get the code, like if you do a basic skill, your core is activated for like 3 to 4 seconds, depending on the level of it. It's kind of like that. So she got that embedded in her kit.
All right, he thinks some measly little planets.
Some measly little planets are going to stop you. Yeah. Mhm.
Nope.
Someone in the chat wants to know where they can find your jacket.
Well, this jacket is actually one I upgraded myself for this particular stream. Added some details to it. So this cosplay is handmade. Unfortunately, you can't buy it anywhere else. But
One of a
appreciated
kind.
that you noticed.
Boom.
Boom!
Basically, a nuclear bomb just went off, guys.
And
that was me.
In the form of a sword princess.
All right, just an update. It says someone in the chat is suggesting if you refresh, the audio issue is no longer. So thanks
bet.
to the chat, Painblade, and
Apparently,
everyone
guys,
else.
there was an
Appreciate
issue
that.
where your shadow
Yeah, thanks for
power
supporting each other.
wasn't calculated fixable.
Oh, I was looking at the
Easy.
chat.
Now
I
that's
didn't even
fixed.
see whether you dodged those cubes or not. I can't vouch for you.
I don't even know what a cube is. 'Cause I've
Well-
never gotten hit by one. I only know core.
Do you know what
core? Core.
Do you know what a square is?
Yeah. Sung Jackie Woo is a square.
Burn.
Oh, that was a burn. I thought you were testing out a water hero. Oh boy.
I mean, I'm cool.
Cool off.
Too cool for school, except for preschool, which we have established you graduated because you know what colors and squares are.
That's true. And core. Core. Come on. Okay, not an ult yet.
Something tells me there's gonna be a new meme.
There's gonna be a new meme.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. I start things.
You're a trendsetter and a Yogamut destroyer.
That's true.
Someone said jacket tutorial win.
Amazing.
Yeah, this is when you gotta destroy that thing.
Someday. We'll add
You
that
see
to
the-
our
see the
list
walls
of
closing
potential
in?
content.
I'm actually gonna test it out if you don't destroy. Like, what
That's
happens
fine.
if they touch you?
Your threat is going to be sore from all.
Source.
Shout out to the person in chat that said that.
That's true. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Jay Stark,
So
for defending me.
when they fix the shadows, guys, we're gonna have our
I don't
shadow
know that
power
I'm
is
ever
gonna be
gonna recover
increased.
from
Let me
that
not even
sick
say
burn.
increased. They're gonna show what they're
I didn't even
what
mean
they
to set
should
you up
be.
like that. I'm
So I
sorry.
guess
Oh,
if it's
you
not
did.
working
It was
properly,
too
they're not
good.
showing like if it's not showing properly, they're not showing the exact shadow thing. Once they upgrade this shit, we're gonna see what it really is, and we're gonna.
was
Yeah,
trying to
too.
burn.
So everybody's shadows are gonna
Tom
go up, so that
Sanjay,
gives
and
more
he
sort
was
of power
too
for
quick
everybody also.
Too quick.
with the rebuttal.
Hey, you know what they say? You touch the sun.
I didn't even know that was a bug in this shit. Hopefully they fix soaring.
burned.
Hopefully they fix soaring.
What's your workout, Thomas? What can you tell Maddie Jackie about your workout?
My workout?
Yeah?
Just, beating up on weaklings who are way weaker than I am. Mm-hmm. Oh, correct. Oh, no.
Make
Guys,
sure not to
I
fit
don't think I
leg
got the
day.
break in.
Focus on your core, as you always do.
That's true.
Someone said they're gonna make you saying core their ringtone.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, your dulcet tones. Oh! And it really
And
must have
boom.
helped
Alright, so
because
that's the fight.
you really took them out.
That's right. That's what I do.
Clear.
Clear!
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, as always.
Amazing.
victory.
Alright, so that's everything. Okay, that's all the shit that's been out, that's been added. And hold on, Mo said to go to patch notes, so let's go check out the patch notes real quick, chat. Let's go see. Let's go see what that is. Next solo leveling patch notes. Let's go see what's in the patch notes. New content, chapter 24 is gonna be added. 25, okay. Some new side missions, I guess. Workshop of Brilliant Light, alright, alright. Remnant powers, remnant power and improvements. New shard convert features. Currently, Yogama shards. Once again, bro. I don't know if this is a typo. Currently, Yogama shards can be converted into Baron shards. The ability to obtain Yogama shard through the shard conversion will become available in June after the update for the hunters who clear the distorted sanctuary in hard difficulty. Shards cannot be converted for the monarchs whose power has already reached maximum level. Well, obviously. SJW's new job change. Be level 100. Clear chapter 25. Battlefield of Trials floor 40 clear. Reach 252 power SJW. Your rewards: Blessing Stone, Irresistible Force, and new sweet points. Maximum level and activity extended. Okay, new Blessing Stones. The new boss is gonna be added, and King. For instant dungeons or encore, whatever the fuck it is, which one that you don't fight SJW. Trying. Yeah, her skills, the new scythe that's gonna be added, the new bow that's gonna be added, some new weapons, I guess. The new SJW costume. I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with it. This one look pretty cool. But I don't know, I gotta see how it is in game. This they stole Zhong Li's flow from the goddamn from Genshin Impact. There we go. Think, Betty, think. Okay, improvement to the breakers, new artifact crafting system, new chapter challenges, the new store packs, the shop, updated new items, obviously. 1 year anniversary. That's still going on. I wish they actually showed us the shop in the live stream. That would have been cool to know. I don't say anything else more that I was supposed to see. I guess let me show y'all the artifact enchantment thing. Cause they did demonstrate that. The nigga demonstrated the in a weird way, but they did demonstrate it nonetheless. So let's see. Let's see how that works. Like I said, right? So you pick the material that you're gonna be getting. All of these are gonna come from dungeon keys, from dungeons and shit. So what you do is, right, you pick the helmet that you want. He picked the chaotic wish. You pick the main stat that you want. He picked the additional attack. He was supposed to pick fucking attack and critical hit, but he misclicked on shit. I don't know how. I don't know how. So he made a mistake, and then oh shit, out my ass. Oh, brother bear. All right, so boom.
Here.
The wrong
So he
I
one.
crafted and made the
clicked the
mistake,
wrong
and
one.
now
That's why.
So, you know,
It was
be
not.
careful, but
It was not
original
buggy
one
at all. It
now.
was just me. So
He
if
confirms
you want,
it,
then you can craft it, and then it will
and
guarantee
then
you get
boom.
attack
You
percentage
get
and
two
crit hit.
guaranteed of you get the two guaranteed that you picked, and the other two are gonna be RNG. So that's still amazing because all we really need is to if you make like let's say I'm making a curse set, right? All I need is everything to go into a 4 attack percent for SJW. So this is gonna be
Right here.
amazing.
So
Especially if you guys have your keys and
You
you haven't
we
been
got
using
all
them. So
and
yeah,
so
y'all
they
need
can
to put the
break it
stack on that.
down. You know what I'm saying?
And that's pretty much everything. That's everything important about the shit. Everything else is nonsense. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So yeah, that's the TLDR version. The codes are gonna be in the description as always. I'm gonna add the previous codes as well as the new codes added. So if you like the video, man, like and subscribe to your boy. Appreciate y'all. Peace.